Hey, so today we're going to be learning and reviewing about the characteristics of life. And so there are 6 recognized kingdoms, and the characteristics of each organism determines which kingdom that organism will belong in. So first of all, we have eukaryotic, or is it prokaryotic? And eukaryotic is just a fancy way of saying, does it have a nucleus? So if its DNA is enclosed in a nucleus, like this first picture here, it is a eukaryotic cell. So depending, that characteristic will place it in certain kingdoms, and some kingdoms it will not be placed in because of that eukaryotic cell. For prokaryote, when you look at a prokaryotic cell, the DNA is not enclosed in a nucleus. So the DNA is just hanging out. Bacteria is probably the best example of prokaryotic cells. You can also determine, based on the number of cells it has, if it has only one cell, it'll be classified a certain way. If it's more than one cell, it'll be classified a certain way. So unicellular, multicellular. The mode of reproduction, bacteria will reproduce asexually. It means their genes are identical to the parent. And then we also have sexual reproduction, which is they're getting genes from 2 separate parents. And that offspring is not identical to the parent. The environment, some normal environments, extreme environments. Archaea is one that is in extreme environments, and also how it makes it food or gets its food. So autotrophs make their own food. Those are going to be things like plants and algae, meaning they're using the sun's energy to make their own food or their own energy. And then we have heterotroph, which is a consumer. It's going to consume other organisms for energy and food. So we have 6 recognized kingdoms. We have archaea, bacteria, protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. And those are the 6 different kingdoms. So in the kingdom archaea, there is no nucleus. They're prokaryotes. They're unicellular. Some are autotrophic, some are heterotrophic. They're asexual, and they live in very extreme environments. Bacteria are also prokaryotes. They're unicellular. Some are autotrophic, some are heterotrophic. They're asexual, and they live in normal environments. We have protists, and these are some pictures of protists down here. They are eukaryotes, meaning they're going to have a nucleus in which the DNA is enclosed in the nucleus. They're going to be unicellular, made of one cell, and some of them are multicellular. They're autotrophic, and some are heterotrophic. They can reproduce sexually or asexually, depending on the type of organism, and they live in normal environments. Kingdom fungi. Fungi is a eukaryote. That means when you look at their cells, their DNA is in a nucleus. They are multicellular, but some are unicellular. Heterotrophic, mostly they consume food. That is a common misconception about fungi. Most of them will consume their food, meaning especially mushrooms will get all their food from the nutrients in the soil through what they call hydra, and hydra will come up and deliver the nutrients to the rest of the mushroom. And they're going to live in more moist, dark climates, and they're typical normal climates. Kingdom plants, they are eukaryotes. They are multicellular. They are autotrophic. That's what makes them unique. They all make their own food. They can reproduce sexually or asexually, depending on the type of plant you're looking at, and they live in normal environments. And the last one is kingdom animalia. Eukaryotes, they're multicellular. This is where we're classified. We have to eat our food. We reproduce sexually. Some simple animals reproduce asexually, like I think sponges, might have to research that, live in normal environments. So another thing, dichotomous keys. Dichotomous keys is a tool to help you identify. All you have to do is follow the directions. So if it has a single footprint, you go to step 2. If it has a round pad print, you go to 3. You just follow the directions, and it will help you identify different organisms based on their characteristics. So that is classification.